got it.
So listen, we literally just came off of Facebook Live, okay? We did a video called 5 Signs That They Just Are Not Into You. And of course, I've got Kiki, my BFF, here with me, all right? So the reason why this topic came up was because after I did, you better show some shoulder, okay?
Let me get a little. Sorry.
After I did the video about don't chase anyone, we had a lot of people write in, and one of the questions that someone wrote in about was a woman. She says, listen, she says, I know that I chase people. She says, but the problem is I chase them without really knowing if they into me or not. So she's chasing them thinking that they're into her. She's not getting the signs. I said, you know, this is a great follow-up video, all right? If you like my video about not chasing people and you know that you may have an occasional chasing you, we put together this list here, okay?
Also, can I tie in my little thought about chasing?
Please do.
That we talk about this a little more on Facebook Live, but you don't have. I got a word. I got a word a couple weeks ago.
A word was imparted into your spirit.
A word came into my heart and into my
into the city of your soul.
To the deep for me, and what it said was, you don't have to chase what's already yours. If it's already for you, why are you chasing it? You don't have to do that. You should not have to chase what's already yours.
Hallelujah.
Right. So.
Oh, you know what? So we talked about this. If you watched this on Facebook Live, you heard about this. But I think the IG family needs to hear about this.
Oh,
tell them about.
Child.
So Kiki, she texted me after she was afraid when we did the first film, and she says, I'm so nervous. I don't know. I know. And the next day, she's almost in tears because she said, oh my God, my family, everybody watches you.
My aunties, I didn't even know that.
She didn't know that they watched me.
I don't know.
And so, so her grandmother,
my grandmother, Big Mama,
wrote into her.
That's what we call her.
Text today.
She found out I was gonna be filming again tonight.
Family's always very real.
Listen, your family will keep you on. Well, my family does. So this is from my grandmother, Big Mama. She writes, "Dear Kiki, while in the studio, stop in all caps.
All caps. Literally, I'm looking at it right now.
Stop with all that twitching. It don't look good." She said, "Don't talk so fast. Take a deep breath and count to 10. It'll make a much better video." And I said, okay, thanks, Big Mama.
Kind of trying to shut it down a little bit.
Okay, thanks, bye. Okay, bye. She keeps going. She goes, your beauty shines through on its own. No need to be twerking and all that. You got to clean up your image, all that gyrating, all that shimmying and shaking. You don't need to be doing all that twerking. You got to clean up your image. It'll make a big difference to your delivery. You are already a star.
Well, she did acknowledge you're a star.
Bless her heart. I appreciate that, Big Mama. I love you, and I have taken that under consideration. Thank you.
Back to our scheduled programming, because Kiki gonna be Kiki 100% through and through, okay?
After all this time.
All right, let me tell you, you should have seen her list of production notes before we started filming together. I gave her a list of every word she can't say, all right?
The no-nos.
I went through the dictionary of curse words, and I was like, these are all words that Kiki would say. So we have our no-no words. But anyway, we're going to jump right in, okay? So here are the 5 signs that they just really are not into you, all right?
Feeling you.
So number 1, you initiate all of the communication. You're doing all the texting. It's one thing to be someone where maybe you wake up before them, so you send the good morning text, but they need to be texting you back. You shouldn't be waiting hours to hear from somebody and all this stuff. You know, even Barack Obama got time to text Michelle, all right? So nobody is so booked and blessed that they can't be in touch with you. People make time for what they want to make time for.
They make time for what they want to make time for, and dating is mutual. Like it's about the give and the take and the dance of really getting to know someone. And how can you do that if you're the only one initiating everything?
Exactly.
Is this person really invested in what you're invested in?
That's
which
a good
is
question
building
to ask
a
yourself.
relationship with one another.
So be honest with yourself. If you're doing all the work, I think a step you could take is actually talk to the person and say, hey, I really like you, but I really enjoy when you initiate communication to me. So don't tell them to do anything wrong. Positive reinforcement's a good thing.
Yes.
So I really like when you initiate communication to me, and then see if they improve. Because if they don't improve as a result of you telling them what you like, then just understand that's just not where they're at right now, and it may be a sign that they're just not that into you, okay?
And it's also not a question of someone's communication style. I've heard that. Like people
that's always
say,
an excuse.
oh, you know, they just not big on communicating. Well, how is that?
They manage to communicate with their buddies.
Right.
I learned that. I learned that you be talking about, why don't you text me back? Well, go out with them and see, do they check their phone throughout? Then they got time to check their phone for everybody else when they out with you, but they don't have time to see your text when you text them. Baby, just take a hint and take it in, and because it's going to free you to move on. Let's go to number 2 of the 5 signs that they are just like that into you. What's the number 2 one?
The second one is that the person is emotionally unavailable.
Mm-hmm,
If that person isn't, a lot of times, like we said, it's based on a commitment phobia. Like this person is afraid of commitment. And so if this person is not emotionally available or otherwise interested in partnering with you in the way that you want to partner, why spend your time there?
And you know how you know they're emotionally unavailable to you? A big thing, ghosting you, all right? Y'all have a fabulous time together, and then the next day you don't hear from them 2-3 days. Understand that some people get what we call vulnerability hangovers, all right? Big shout out to Brene Brown around that. Where they're vulnerable with you, they're open with you, you have a great weekend, great evening, great whatever with them. The next thing you know, you don't hear from them for days at a time. There are some people who just are not ready for commitment, and the closer you get to them, then the more nervous they get around commitment.
They start to feel suffocated. They say it's almost like claustrophobia, like I can't breathe. It's you're too much of a good thing.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's not your fault. That's them. Fault. They're not available, and they would do the same thing to someone else. Understand this: emotional unavailability is not something you can heal or change in someone else. No. You would do a better job to grieve the fact that this person is not where you want them to be and move on. All right? Because let me tell you, you will waste your life, waste your time, or waste your life force trying to get someone to be emotionally available who's not ready to be available.
That's right.
All right, what's number 3? This is one of my favorite ones.
They want to be your text buddy.
Well, what now?
Your text buddy.
Now, what's that again?
The text buddy is the person who won't pick up the phone and call you. Doesn't seem to be.
You call them and they put you to voicemail and then text you
right back.
Folks,
like, what's up?
Texting like they 12.
Texting like we 12. We a little old school. Okay, I grew up without a cell phone. I'm grown for real. I don't have time for that. I don't just want to be texting you back and forth. Let's go out somewhere. Let's go sit and have a picnic. Let's go to the bookstore.
Go to Target together.
We go to Target. I call it Target.
Target. I went to Target the other day thinking I was gonna get me a thing like a little hand broom.
You spent $300.
I actually $278.
Right.
$278.
I'd have been to Target for a toothpaste. Walked out with a TV. I don't even watch that much TV. I don't know.
Let me tell you. So remember that this whole text buddy thing, texting is appropriate during work hours, but at a certain point in time,
convenient.
Yeah, if they're not answering the phone when you call them, and this is someone who doesn't want to really hang out and stuff like that. Understand this that they have other things they're doing with their time, and you're just not a priority within that. All right. People when someone's into you, they want to spend time with you. In fact, they can't get enough of you. All right. So just remember that.
And we also have to be concerned a little bit if this person is only texting you and they can't pick up the phone, they can't meet with you in person. What are they not wanting to share with you?
Right.
So that's another consideration.
That's a huge one. So here's another one. What's the fourth one? The fourth one is that they will not introduce you to their family and friends. No. All right. Now I'm not saying they need to do it immediately. All right.
No.
But at a certain point in time,
they gotta make sure you're not
crazy. They
gotta
vet you. Yeah. But my thing is, if you're dating someone, you should want them to meet your family and friends at a certain point in time because they can vet them. They can see beyond the infatuation. You're stuck in the rosy stuff, and so if you're dating responsibly, you want this person to be around your family and friends at some point in time so that they can kind of sniff them out and vice versa. And if they're not willing to introduce you, I was talking to somebody. They've been there with they boo for over a year and still ain't met a friend yet. And I said, why have you met a friend? Why have you met him? Oh, because he says that he likes to take it slow, baby. There ain't enough slow in the world.
Do the person have friends?
He got friends. He be texting all the time.
Okay.
I told him, I said, baby, there ain't enough slow in the world for that. All right. Now here's sign number 5. Here's sign number 5 that they're not into you. Kiki, I'm gonna let you take this one.
Sign number 5 that they're just not into you. They tell you they're not into you. Now sometimes they'll say, I ain't into you. I'm not looking for that. But most often it'll be indirect. It'll be like, it'll be more soft. It'll be subtle. It'll be like, well, I don't think I'm ready.
I'm just not sure.
Or I'm not sure. Or yeah, you could come over and do everything that people in relationships do, but I don't actually want to claim you.
I don't want to claim you.
I don't want to claim you. Bring you out in public.
They treat you like you the boo, but then the minute you bring up to them to say, hey, where we going with this? And they say, well, hold on. I'm just not ready. Hold on.
We've only been together for 7 years. We have 3 children, and you're trying to get commitment from me? Girl, anybody got time for that?
Let me tell you, all right? So that's another one, all right? So I'm just going to recap before we wrap up, all right? Because we got to keep it at 10 minutes for IGTV. Big shout out to IGTV, all right? You initiate all the communications. Emotionally unavailable. They just said emotionally unavailable to you. They only want to be text buddies. They don't want to meet up in person. They won't introduce you to their family and friends. And of course, they tell you they are just not that into you, baby. Let me tell you this. It is much easier to grieve the fact that someone's not into you than to try to keep on pushing them to be into you. You can't change an adult, all right? And once you go through the grieving process, you open yourself up to find what you truly desire and what you deserve, all right? So remember what I always tell you. Greatness does not chase. And I want you to remember remember that if someone's not into you, it's not the end of the road. It's not even rejection, really. It's a redirection towards the person that actually desires you, and most importantly, that deserves you, all right? So watch this video over and over again until it sinks in for you, okay?